Welcome everybody to 48 Talk, episode number 59. I am your host, Race Belly, as always. Joining me as the usual crew of DXTakamina on the right, Derek on the bottom left, and on the bottom right, that Canadian guy. And it's 59 as in 9 as no news. So
Yeah,
this is going to be
right?
a very interesting episode. We do have some stuff on our minds, so don't
definitely.
close the video yet, I would say. You know what? Let's go into it right away. We have to fill this hour anyway. Who wants to go first? Oh, well, I'll go first.
Don't forget it.
I'll go first. We have to mention this first because hey, happy birthday, Derek.
Happy birthday! Oh man.
Thank you, thank you.
Can't do songs or anything. Flag.
Wait,
warnings.
so we're gonna give the MCA for singing Happy Birthday in the show?
Nope.
No.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. Much appreciated, but it's all right. I'm very happy. I've had a great birthday so far, and actually,
Here's one confetti. Here goes. There goes.
There we go.
You saw
Well,
it?
good. I'm sold. It's a great birthday. Thank you guys. No, just happy to be doing this on my birthday with you guys. It just kind of worked out that way, so that's cool. But I have some stuff to show you guys that I got, which
Yes.
can fill up some time, and also too because I'm just really proud of it. As you all know, big Tani Marka Oshi and also SKE fan, and so I got an SKE baseball jersey, which just happens to have on the back Tani's name.
Awesome.
Tani, nice.
Tani, Marika.
Yes, so I don't even want to know how much this costs. So I'm just happy I got it. Also, I got a bunch of other things, so I'll just go through them fast. So I got a Tani Marka coaster that I didn't have. I have a bunch of pictures of Tani in here, but my favorite, look at how hot she is.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
You don't think of Tani as hot, but super hot.
Lately
Right?
though,
Lately,
I know. Lately,
Yeah.
hello, I know. She's like, I got this gigantic box. It's SKE's winter concert. It's the return of Jarina, the Nagoya concert. It also has their request hour and a bunch of others. It's an 8-disc monster.
I do not
Which
want to
has-
know how much that costs.
Yeah, same here.
I don't either, but I mean, hello.
Hello.
And it has this really incredible book too with it. It's just gigantic. So that's cool. I got
Wait. So
Yes.
you took that out, and you see Jurina's face, and then the other cover is Jurina's upper body. Can you combine those two and make it like one picture?
You know what's so funny is I did exactly that, but look what happens when we do that. It's like a kinda, sorta,
No.
It's not the scale. No.
not the scale though. Yeah,
Oh,
I
missed
was hoping it would have
opportunity.
been.
Yeah.
I know, right? What's wrong with SKA? But I don't know. I don't even know if that's Serina's lower body, but whoever it is,
Oh, it is.
they're all hot. So yeah, okay. I got SKA 48's SoloCon 2016.
Nice.
Which actually it's still wrapped in the plastic. This is where they all did individual songs, each like every member of SKE. So can't wait to see Tani's.
Wait,
Yes.
with that thing, I just have to say like this song. Oh
Oh god. Wow.
And bonus points to everybody knows what you was talking about.
Wow. Yes, wow.
What
I
song are we
got-
thinking about?
Tell him, yeah.
Akaipin, you know?
Yeah, Akaipin.
Akaipin.
Oh.
Akaipin.
I blocked it from my mind. Why?
Remember we talked about we were all going crazy over it that one time. I got SK48. This is a super early concert of theirs. It was at Akasaka Blitz on 2011 May 2nd. So that's a really cool old school concert. And then I also got this SKE on 2010 of November. I don't even know what this is, but it looks awesome. Not sure.
1, 2, 3. Is it? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
3, 4 Yoroshiku, yeah, but it's each one of these concerts is like 2 hours long on here or something. So
Maybe
really-
it's their first concert.
it might be actually, which would be really cool. And then I got a few other things. I'll just show you guys real quick. So I got a Tani Marka Suica holder for my Suica card.
Oh, nice.
Which I probably won't use though because it's really small. I got a Tani Marka keychain. I actually got 3 keychains, but I already put them on my keys. I got this Tani Marka. She's in a stained glass wearing like a Christmas outfit, which seems to somehow fit her. I got some pins of Tani Marca, so I'm not going to take those out though because I haven't decided what I want to do with them. And then I got these couple other things. I got an old school AK-48 hoodie. This is like original.
I actually want
yeah,
that.
it has like the AKV top and then the 48 on the back.
I know.
I'll be rocking this. I again don't even want to know how much this costs.
Trust me, expensive. I want to buy the Takamina one.
Yeah, that's
Still regretting
so
not buying
cool.
it. Still regretting not buying it.
Tani Marca's birthday towel, which seems to fit me, so I'm gonna wear it. And then my last gift I got was a Tani Marca Sasenkyo shirt from last year.
Nice.
Which on the back it says something like, because I did bad, I'm gonna do laundry more often or something. I don't know. Typical Tani Marca. So yeah. So
Nice.
My birthday's very, very good.
Awesome stuff, man.
Speaking of that,
Yeah.
I was with Derek and we were like, I told him, oh, you could buy Tani Marca's Senkyo shirt here. Then the AKB lady, she said, oh, it's the 15th, and like Derek was leaving at the tent.
Yeah.
It was so sad.
But that shirt's from the cafe, so that was from the year before. So hey, not so bad.
And these are presents from friends and people you know.
Yeah, family from people that care about me. Well, one person in particular. So I'm very happy. So the missus, she was
Awesome.
very kind and basically went nuts, and just knew I wanted all this stuff. So I couldn't be more happier. So I've had a really good birthday so far. Rest of the day is going to be spent after this binge watching Silicon Valley and then watching Game of Thrones. And hopefully not crying my eyes out if it doesn't go too good tonight for people that I care about on the show. And then the rest of the night, I'm going to be watching my DVDs, listening to AKB music, and also listening to my new favorite group, which is a good seg.
We're not done talking about Tani Marca yet, because there is some news with Tani Marca.
You know what? Yes, we can. We can. And congrats, Tani, for your 2-second appearance in the Pokemon commercial.
Yeah.
It's
Very
the start
happy
of
about
something, right? So she'll do a project, I believe, with Pokemon now, like a sort of combination with Pokemon Go, I believe.
I hadn't heard anything, but anything is good for this girl, and I hope it leads to something good for her because she needs it. She's been really really kind of downcast lately because of everything that's happened. Yeah, absent and not included and stuff, and I think that's really hurt her. But I think she's also rebounded pretty good now. I mean, she's a bright future for SK, and I hope she decides not to leave or anything. She's getting a little older, so
She's turning into the senpai.
Yeah.
role.
Yeah, she is. But she's also still Tani. Like, I don't know if you saw the one post recently. Somebody put up her doing the radio show, and she's in the room, and she's getting attacked by that one girl with the huge like opie, and like basically goes nuts, and like it's like absolute pandemonium. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen. I hope somebody subs that someday. Yeah, you should sub that for me. It's so funny.
That's
I don't
how it
know who
works.
the girl is. I don't know if she's a member of one of the AKB groups. I don't think she is. She looks too womanly to be a member, but she's somebody important, and I know Tani freaks out with her. So
Well, she shared
Really
a lot of love. Well, speaking of that, that's
Okay.
bad segue. Horrible
I think mine was
segue.
better, but good try, Robin. Good try.
I'm not on my game today, so it's just I'm just happy to be here, folks. Anyway, equal love. Guys, go ahead. I know very little about this group.
Well, you just watched the MV, so what do
Yeah.
you think? I mean, because Equal Love put out their first MV, already has over 200,000 views as the time of this broadcast, which is incredible. It's only been a few days. Yeah, what do you think, Robin?
It's fine. It's okay. It's the usual, idol music type. The song itself, it's for first single. It's okay. It's not bad. It's not good. It's okay.
It's a solid.
The biggest problems I have though is with the MV itself. So I do like the fact seeing them, the hardship, evolving into, how they got together as a group. But the thing is, it's been done so many times, and the style, we mentioned it I think last week with the MVs as well. You see the MV, they're on a mission or somewhere, like for some reason they're in the woods or in the jungle, and in between shots you see the close-up faces, like again they do also in Tsukinanda. They finally get to a beach, okay, then they go in the water again, and they're on the beach. And my biggest problem with the beach scene there was one part, I think someone fell during the video.
I like that
yeah.
part. I thought it was the best part. I thought it was so funny when I saw that, and I like that they kept it in.
and the other that's more a photographer or like directing issue is they're dancing on sand, and what does sand? It leaves prints, and you can clearly tell we shot this earlier when there aren't many footprints, and then you see like in a next scene you see like a lot of footprints, and then they go back to a little footprint, so you can tell like, oh, they've been here, or they
there's
took
no
different
consistency.
takes. Yeah, so it takes me out of it. It's more like, oh yeah, you
Yeah,
just. I know it
how
happens.
do you catch that, Robin? Damn, I totally just over my head.
It's just
I was too busy
like,
looking at the beautiful idols.
I know, right? I know, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Rob is looking at the sand.
I'm off it. No, they look fine. It's more. I've seen this before. It doesn't.
I feel you.
If I compare this again to the powerful Kizaka 46, it's always an impact. You know, their first impression that leaves. You know, it sticks with you, and this one is more like, it's okay. That's it.
I'll go last. DX, go ahead, because I know you really liked it, and Yayo after you. But go ahead, DX. What do you think?
Well, of course, the group was announced by Sashi was going to be the producer of the new group Equal Love, but actually I didn't know I didn't know what to expect from them. So I was kind of curious when I clicked the first music video, and I was wondering what style of song are they going to use. Are they going to classical idol song, or is Sashi going to haywire and experiment the hell out of it? But they went with the classic idol song, and for a really new group, I think it's a solid start. And the song itself, I really liked it. It might be a bit on the safe side, chance taking wise, but I really liked it. So no complaints on this one here. And yeah, if this succeeds, I predict a really great future for Sashi, not as a performer but as a producer. So I'm really curious about that. Yeah.
Yes. Yayo.
As soon as I click this, I'm like, what do I expect? And as soon as I clicked it like last Friday, I like listened to it like 8 times already.
Wow.
And like from me, like I was listening to like Love Live songs, and like Love Live has a specific set of like doing the pen lighting, and I was already doing it I was doing it like badly, but like so I could do this and this. Like before the show, if you're like we were doing it before the show ends, guys. Like we were actually just like watching it, and I was like doing like the random like, cause I was doing the furry copy, like you copy like what they do in the thing, and I was literally just like this. What am I doing? And Oda Now, that's probably Oda Now's cousin, like the center of Equal Love from Keiya Kisaka. Look it up, guys. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, that's Oda Now from Keiya. So and Kimida. So,
wow.
All right, that's a little rambling side on Yeo. Derek, fix it.
I love it. No, so lots to say. So first of all, seeing them live at the Tokyo Idol Festival was a real joy. I was actually somewhat excited for them, but actually watching them on stage, of course, they didn't have any songs except this one single, and they did it last. And unfortunately, when they were doing the single, many people were walking out to try to beat the crowds that were trying to funnel out of the one little exit you could go out at the hot stage area. But when they were playing the AKB songs they did, everybody lost their minds. And I gotta be honest, these girls were on point with every single move, every single verse of all the AKB songs. So I really felt instantly when I watched that this is another sister group for AKB. Now with Equal Love, a couple things that stick out to me. One is definitely the center. Her name is Takamatsu Hitomi, and she is definitely Oda Now's cousin. Or Oda Nana, sorry, because seriously, they have the same kind of cheek structure where they have like the line and the cheeks are up. I'm a real sucker for that look. So she was my instant, like, if I have an Oshi in this group, it's gonna be her. There's some other really cute girls in this group, but definitely he told me she is the standout, and also too dance wise. She's very striking. So I think already we have some people on the radar. They're not just a bunch of faceless girls to me. Like, I'm starting to recognize them more, especially with the MV helping me do that. As far as the MV goes, yeah, it's standard fare. I'm not really complaining too much about it because, again, it's I think Sashi's going more for traditional, more for classical idol here, and it certainly is. The song itself is very classical in that sense. The chorus, though, is surprisingly very catchy. Been humming it a couple of times after I've listened to it. I've listened to it not as many times, Yu-Gi-Oh, but I've listened to it probably maybe 3 or 4, and each time that chorus sticks more and more. I will say this, though. What I really like the most is the fact that they have the SKE 48 choreographer and dance trainer like working with them. And you could see that at the beginning of this MV. You can also see it in Love's episode 0, where, you know, you see kind of the beginning of their whole, like, getting picked and standing up, which, by the way, instant tears when you watch. I mean, I was crying with the girls, too. I don't know why. It just still gets to me. I actually like that kind of stuff. I like that behind-the-scenes stuff. But I really liked that SKE's girl was just whipping their butts. And that's why I realized when I saw them at the Tokyo Idol Festival, they were so perfect. Because the SKE choreographer lady, she will not allow anything less than perfection. In fact, if there's a level above perfection, these girls are trying to get to it because this choreographer does not take anyone out of. She doesn't care. You know what I mean? And so for that reason, I have a feeling that Equal Love is going to be a big force in AKB. They're still going to need a solid hit song. I don't think this first song is it. Yeah. The chorus is good, but I still think they're not there. But I do also want to appeal to what DX said. I think with Sashi, she can start to learn to use them and even go experimental. Because if you look at the underground idol world, there's so many experimental groups out there. Why not go to that for some influence and tap into that and use that in Equal Love? Equal Love can be anything, you know, even with their, you know, I don't want to say their kawaii name, but they can do it all at this point. Because at this point, that's what we need. We need something different. Like you said, Robin, Kea is so powerful. Why? Because every single thing they've done up to this point is unique. I'd say Futari Saizan is probably the closest thing they've gotten to the idol world. I mean, everything else that they've put out has been so different and so, like, appealing. Equal Love, I mean, Kea set that bar so high. Equal Love's got to get above that if they want to even come close. That doesn't mean to say that they won't, but I feel like right now they're on STU's level in the sense that they're middle ground. They got some interesting girls, but, you know, outside of personalities, and which we have yet to see, you can see a little bit of an episode 0, but I mean, until we actually see them on variety shows and such, they're either going to need a great hit song or Sashi's going to need to do something really different with them, or else they will fade in the background. But at the same time, Sashi may rise up, and who knows?
I wonder. I wonder what Sashi is doing lately. It's
Me too.
She's on her computer or PC, whatever, and she's finding all these new icons she never pressed before, like equal sign and the hashtag sign and. Maybe she'll find emojis next.
I got you there. Oh man.
But the group, it's okay. I do wonder though. Can you tell me who actually is the one with the very high pitched voice at I believe in the final part of the song. She has a very high pitched voice compared to the other girls.
I only know Hitomi, but if you watch episode 0, I think that girl you're talking about actually does talk at one point. And, I don't know if they say her name. If they did, it was in kanji or her normal name, so I probably wouldn't be able to help you on that.
It's very interesting, though. It's totally different compared to the rest of the group.
Nice.
Don't know if it adds anything to the group, but, you know, she stood out for me. That helped.
Okay. Well, I mean, that always helps.
Yeah, exactly. If a member has a certain charm point, I would say, yeah, it helps you remember. I still need to do some more research on Equal Love myself, so it's really new for me as well. So yeah, I am kind of excited actually. So can't wait to see more of them.
Good.
I am too because I welcome any new members and any new groups in the 48 family. I mean, even like if we look at Bangkok 48, they're actually making some serious strides, which is awesome. And
Aren't
I
they? Yeah. Oh yeah. Aren't they visiting all the sister groups in Japan at the
yes,
moment?
and that's what I'm saying. Like it feels like they might actually be another Jakarta 48 that actually may happen since Manila and Taipei are just still floundering, and STU's got pushed back now to 2018 for their single, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
talk
I don't
about
know,
that
there's-
actually.
Yeah, go ahead. I mean, I guess we could talk about that.
Yeah, well, I was already thinking like, how can I segue into STU 48? But
Just did it
thank
for you.
Rev.
I'm the king of segs today, man. That's two I put you into. So go
The
ahead.
birthday guy is on the roll
Hey.
today.
That's right. I got Tani power today,
But
man.
yeah, so it's been announced that their single has been pushed back into the new year, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
And
stupid.
we still have no update about the actual boats, but they're
I don't think there is one.
Maybe there isn't.
There is, but.
Oh, okay, Robin,
Yeah.
correction. There is a boat. Taipei 48, Manila 48 are on it right now, and they're currently sailing around the world far away from Japan. All right, continue.
Wow.
Okay.
Just when Jimena got to this show.
Yeah, Derek is on fire today.
I am on fire today, Tani Marika. Thank you. She's my strength today.
But yeah, it's interesting that they're going to do a national tour. It's weird. I think they have now one single. They
Yeah.
can actually
Yeah.
do, and the appeal with. I don't even Sashi is on the national tour, I believe. And I'm even not sure if Okada Nana is on the national tour. She said she's going to be there, but will she be at every day there with her AKB48 duties?
I kind of hope she isn't though. I want SCU to stand on their own feet, not use Natchan or Sashi. It's good that they were there at the beginning, but honestly, even if they both left right now, it's okay. SCU's got some great girls. So and again, it just gives us a chance to see Kuka rise up, which hopefully she will someday.
Yumiko is doing
Hey.
fine. I think Yumiko has a very very good appeal.
Yes, so there's a couple that do actually. So I mean, it's
I still love
We'll
the
see.
picture with her and Nachan and Yuri, like
Oh yeah.
getting close up. But
Kuka!
yeah, not much to say about SCU48 sadly. They've been pushed too fast, I think.
Yeah, that might be the case actually. Yeah, so I just hope the best for now at the moment. I just hope the best. So
Okay.
yeah.
Yo.
I think the reason why they got delayed, cause Aki P has to write song for Nanabun no Nijuni and the Last Idol project thing. Like he has two stuff that he still has to do. Like I'm like, why you put STU 48 on your priority and you have to do the side priorities first now? I'm like, what?
Yeah, but here's the thing though about that. Like if you look at like the author James Patterson, he's a very prolific writer. He writes so many books a year, but he doesn't actually write his books anymore. He has like assistants that write for him. He'll give him a story and say, right, why can't
yeah.
AKB do something like that? I mean, he's prolific. AKB is so prolific now. And when we add Equal Love and all these other groups, one man can't do it all. And plus he's old. I mean, he's getting up there. Like I hate to say that, but it's just I'm sure he has other priorities now in life. And I'm just saying, like, it's okay, dude. Like, we get it. Like, you gave AKB its start, but let some really creative folks take over. Because
I
there's so
think
many
actually,
great minds, you know?
I think with like projects like Equal Love or with the Last Idol, I think he has a wheel standing in his office and he just spins it and it's like, here we go, use this one. I think it's already done. He has like a backup for the generic songs. That's why we're like, oh, it sounds so generic. Of course, he made like 5,000 of those and he has them set away. Maybe for KI he's doing like unique songs. Depends on who's the center, and then he has to write them. But for new groups, I don't think he has to do so much effort. I think he's very much experienced, and he's like, all right, love you. It's the same with like Sean Paul saying "girl" every time in his lyrics. It's just a standard thing.
Wow.
That and then parachute idols onto islands and let them survive for a few days. Standard idol of MB right there. You got it.
There we go.
Good. What are you saying? I'm sorry.
Speaking of skydiving, remember that MB when Kotani Ripopo had to dive from the skydiving with in an MB.
Yeah, and did you
No
remember
one
she
without
graduated really quickly afterwards?
Yeah.
She's like, I'm done with this crap, man.
Bye bye.
Also on the Akimoto Yasuse part, Akipi's part on Kea, like he literally, like when the album released, like he literally handshake people's hands. I'm like, oh, this guy's really into Kea. Like he's focusing so much on Kea now.
Hey,
You
Achan
found
too.
something
So-
different. Yeah.
Yeah.
Achan revealed on the shows. He's like,
Mm.
he'd support Kea. It's like, I love their songs. Perfect word style. That's pretty good to hear from like the ace of idols.
Yeah. Well, I mean, how could you not like it? Come on. I mean, it's like everything we've been
Yeah.
so this show has so morphed into like a Kea tribute show for how many months now, because we have just all come to worship at the throne of Tetchi and her crew. I just you can't help but do it. You just can't. I mean, they're just too good.
Their
Everything
quality
they
is
do
too
is
high
like
compared
physical.
to
It's
AKB48
too high.
right now.
Yes, sadly so. Sadly
Yeah.
so.
I really honestly wish like Equal Love or ST48 or somebody from those two camps would like literally like beat the crap out of like the choreographers of Kea, drag them over to their place and be like, you have to do something or we ain't letting you back, because we need that kind of injection of creativity.
Poor
Maybe not to
Takehiro-san.
Or yeah.
Yeah.
This is true.
But yeah, it's so quiet right now, and I don't like it. It's like AKB is busy with what? It feels that even Junkin is not that busy right now. They announced a few stuff, but their whole September, right when I'm going over there, is completely open. Just a
Yep.
few theater shows. They've been going to AKB itself has been going to NMB theater shows since NMB is doing the tour currently.
Well, there are a few individual members of AKB that have been busy. Seg, come on. I'll give you a hint. First name Nozawa, last name Reina.
Okay, well, start with you first. How mad are you?
She trolled us, man. I
Yep.
was so worried.
Same,
I
yeah.
actually stayed up. I watched the showroom. I turned on right as she started speaking English. She's like, "Okay, guys, I'm gonna speak English now. Sucks for you that you stayed up, but guess what? I ain't leaving." I'm just like, come on, Rena. Like, come on. And then, you know what made me more upset? She
Yeah.
was in my backyard. She was,
Yep.
down in LA.
She even took a picture.
Yeah, here's a picture, and you could have been there, but no, I was in Japan at the time, so.
Alright, so my
Okay, yeah.
situation during that day. So I got a message from you guys. She's going to announce something. It's like, okay, that's gonna be on local time. Is Dutch time is 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock in the midday.
Yeah, so I had to work at 1. So I rushed somewhere where there was free Wi-Fi. Then I just put my headset on. Some of my friends were there and like, what are you watching? So I had to explain what I was watching, like showroom. This. Oh yeah, this one girl's gonna announce something. Okay, and they're like weirded out. She first thought was talking in Japanese, of course, and I was worried. And I heard something. I heard about studies, about film and entertainment. So I was thinking, oh God, she's leaving. She's going to study abroad. And then, of course, eventually the English talk happened. And she's like, oh, I've already been there. That's why I've been absent. It's like, and it's like all these things are starting. So I'm thinking about Sosenkyo time. It's like I'm starting to think, was she at Sosenkyo? Well, she was there, but she planned it because she was saying, if I get ranked, she had a wish, I'm gonna do stand-up comedy in Los Angeles. It's like, why LA? Why that? And she spoiled it. She was like, oh, because I'm going there anyway. She was already predicting all these steps. But yes, she was studying over there, and she got us completely. I was thinking, no, she's gonna leave, and then she reassured us, no, I'm staying. Hopefully, I'm gonna see you again. And actually, yesterday she performed with Team 4 for the first time, or
Yep.
2 days ago.
2 days ago, I
ago.
think. Yeah. 2 days
Yeah.
ago.
And thanks to the lovely people on Uko, there was a funny segment where she
Oh,
was
yeah.
speaking English. Props to Murayama Yuri for just introducing herself in English very, very fast. It was a pretty weird speech. What I love though is every time Nozawa speaks English against the members, Nachan is like, one more, and she doesn't know what to say. She says, oh my god, because of Nishino Miki.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Nozawa knows this, and then I believe she uses informal speech, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
very lot. And at one moment she wants to talk to Kitagawa Ryoha, and Miriam Yuri was thinking, oh, she's still talking to me, and she was like, no, we heard enough of you. And it's like, whoa,
Yeah.
okay.
Wow. Burn.
But yeah, Ryoha wasn't listening. She's like, eh.
Yep.
I wouldn't mess with Ryoha. You see the muscles on that girl lately? My
Oh, yeah.
goodness.
Holy
You know, she's been pumping.
That's
So-
another thing with Ryoha. On AK Bingo, she was this week. I didn't recognize her at first. Her hair was different. and
Yeah,
styles
yeah,
and
yeah.
Like, huh?
looking
She
more
was
like an
different.
adult. Maybe the captain situation or position helped her a lot.
I think in general her whole presence in SKE has jumped up considerably, and also too I used to not like her very much, but I'm starting to like her a lot, because especially when I saw her with SKE at the hot stage, like she was all over that stage dancing, giving Jirina a run, because it was Jirina, Dasu, Churi, and Ryoha I noticed the most when they were dancing. They were just they were on fire. So I just what do you say? Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Speaking of SKE,
Yeah.
16th Gen performed there yesterday. So
How was that? I
Oh,
missed
good.
it.
I didn't see the LOD yet, but like the general manager of AKB tweeted it out. Like, oh, the 16th Gen were actually in the SKE theater. I'm like, so AKB's doing a theater tour now?
Wow.
They're just they're giving the 16 gen a chance to show Nagoya like their massive dominance. They're letting the SKE members know, you better get your gens ready, because 16 gen is going
It
to
wasn't
crush
already
it.
confusing enough, and now it's like, Team B is going to perform its HKT theater.
Right.
Like,
Well,
someone's
HKT,
going
yeah.
to NGT. Oh, now it's like, I ordered
NMB.
tickets for NMB. You get some.
But that's kind of cool though if like Team B plays in Fukuoka, because if you live there, you don't have to go all the way to Tokyo to see Team B. So
It's pretty nice, yeah. I get the idea of it, but it's weird for like you're waiting and then just like, finally I get to see HKT. Why is
Nope.
Mayu there?
Yeah.
At least you get to see how pretty Mayu is in Yuki.
Yeah.
You get Mayuki in Fukuoka, right? That's a hard thing to get in Tokyo. So
totally agree.
Pretty amazing. But yeah, Nozawa Arena is a troll. Lovely she's back. Hopefully we see her more and more and more and more.
DX or Yayo, you have any comment on Nozawa Rina and her almost scandalous, trollish behavior?
No, I was watching the part that Hendro Arianto from Unco provided with us. It's like, wow, did she just do that? I was like, yeah, she does do that. Why am I not surprised? So yeah, Sasuga Nozawa Arena, I would say so.
Pretty funny.
the only thing I want to say is I want to see Nozawa Rina and AK Bingo, because Muramoto is trying to speak in English now. So like,
Oh wow.
they're gonna
Perfect
have
way.
like a small segment like, oh, how do you say it in English again, Nozawa? Like he's gonna be like, how do you say that again? Like
I
kind of
understand.
like that.
I also understand why Ryo wasn't paying attention, because he already gets enough of the crap because of Gotorara. He's also speaking like a lot of English because they hang out a lot. So it's just like,
Yep.
like I don't
Fine,
understand
just-
this.
Yeah, I don't want to hear any of your English. I mean, come on, So
Speaking of English, then I heard some funny story about Miyawaki Sakura.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Go
I
for
don't
it.
think I can mention it, but she was at the Handshake event, and she wore a shirt that was written in English.
Yep.
So there was some profanity written on that, and a fan pointed out, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I know." But
Eh?
a lot of people don't know what it says, and I think it's pretty funny. It's a gift from Koji Haru. I'm like, nyan. And yeah, Gino CX said that you can't refuse a gift from Kojima Haruna.
no,
but it's
you
pretty
really
funny.
can't.
She was wearing that profanity shirt, and people were commenting on it. And
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, what can you do? But speaking of Kojima,
okay, oh,
Oh,
Uh-oh.
I am just, I'm so on a roll today. I can't believe it.
oh my god, this guy.
Oh man, just wow.
Yes, there is
Oh,
some
boy.
news about another Kojima. Kojima Natsuki was in the news, and yeah, you broke the story actually.
Yes, so go for it. Do tell.
It's the source is actually very reliable, cause it's the same guy who got Mickey and Nanya too, like Shaoran, and sadly, this other Kojima too, over there. What I'm pointing.
Somewhere.
She's recovered, so don't worry. Everyone loves Kojimako. Don't worry. Anyways,
I have no actual proper news, but when as soon as I posted it in Unko, they basically gave me the details, and I'm like, okay, so they got seen each other walking together. They were not holding hands though. I guess they're like friends. So, but that's the thing though. As Derek was saying, you're not allowed to be with girls or something. I don't know properly, but they just got seen together and got camera photo. Basically, the same route that the Bunshun does. So
It wasn't the football player. No, that's always
yeah,
a big fan.
who was it?
Yeah, was it anyway?
I have no clue who that guy is. The picture, oh, okay, but
Who cares?
That's
That's really my opinion.
Yeah.
It's like, who cares? It's like let them just walk around. It's like if you get caught them in a different way, hug, kiss, or intimate in any way,
Hey,
then it would
Ringo.
be a different. That will be a different story. But this is I've seen the picture, and it's like these are the only pictures you have. It's like
Yeah.
oh yeah, I've seen Bigfoot. Look how blurry this is. It's like
it's all
pretty much,
blurry
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
how in this day and age, how can it still be blurry?
Exactly.
Well,
It's-
I think in this instance, the real issue is how big are the WOTA gonna make it? If they're gonna just brush it off, yeah, whatever, then that's one thing. But this could also turn into something very huge, even though it shouldn't, because we've seen that before. And that's what I'm hoping won't be happening, because I love her, because she said she loved me in English when I met her, and it was hysterical. Because she totally fished me, and
So it's you.
Oh, there we go.
I have a confession. Yes, sorry. We talked after the handshake, and turns out she knows a lot more English than she lets on, and we were able to communicate. And yes, but they caught us, unfortunately. No, come on.
Yeah, 3 weeks later than the actual time or something like that. A month.
Why do you think I kept going back to Japan? It wasn't for anything but to see her. I mean, come on. No, don't get me wrong. I totally would date that
And
girl in
I can
seconds.
just hear Tani just shattering, feeling betrayed.
That's right. Why am I hearing this when I just got done saying that I would date? Yeah. Sorry, Tani, wherever you're at. Please keep giving me your energy. Now I'm gonna suck the rest of this episode. I won't be able to do any more segments. No, I'm Tani's for life, man. Come on.
No, but it's the word scandal is not even an issue here.
I agree.
I think we've talked about it so much with scandals, and I think the word scandal maybe should be different, more like. I think the word they use always in shows is happening, and happening is more interesting than real scandal. It's like, oh, we seen them walk together. Well, that's a happening. Something happened. That is
interesting.
more interesting than declaring this is a scandal. This is nothing. It's like maybe they were just hey, I'm a fan of you. She was like, oh, thank you. I happen to be walking this way as well. Okay, that's very nice. Yeah, I'll buy your CDs like that. Maybe that's it. You don't know. You don't know what happened. It's like it's a picture. Ooh.
Whoop-de-doo.
All right,
Right?
move on. I would say.
They just probably walk right beside each other, and just the guy just
Yeah.
But
that happens.
Could
too.
also be a setup. Yeah, it could be like.
Yeah.
And she's like, "What is this?" And it's like, "Oh, don't worry about it. I'm your boyfriend." Click, 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 click. Thank you. Like what?
Yeah, I mean, a slow week at a newspaper isn't the same as us. With us, I mean, we don't lose money, whereas, newspapers like that, they live off this stuff. So I could totally see that happening, actually. And then it's her word against theirs, and of course, it's just, you're right, it could be a setup. It's not even worth giving it much more attention. But just thought it'd be interesting to point out, because it was something that it was a little rumble within our world, and hopefully it doesn't become more than that. So
I doubt it. I don't
Let's
see
hope.
that then. Yeah.
All right. Go ahead, yo.
speaking of like crumbling,
Yeah.
like Kojima Natsuki has like Ojisan fans like Ogi no Yuka, and like more like the Ojisan fans are like more forgiving like than the 30s 40s age group, and like because the age 40 group, like the 40 plus, they're like,
Yeah.
oh, don't worry about it, that doesn't matter kind of thing. But for like the 20s and like the 30s, they're like, what?
Very true.
Yeah.
That's basically Japan. So yeah.
Good
Very,
point.
very true.
That's-
Anything else before we go to maybe something else we need to talk about?
About this topic, nah.
No.
I think everything has been said. So
Close the doors on it. Yeah, because
Yeah, pretty
I don't
much.
even want to give it any more life or energy.
Well, then we can maybe talk about what's happening next week on All Night Nippon. That's going to be a very interesting episode if we're talking about
What's
scandals.
Oh,
So
Oh.
the lineup for next week All Night Nippon is Sashi Arino,
Mhm.
Minageshi Minami,
Uh-huh.
and Suto Ririka.
Oh wow! What? Really?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, I
Does it have
guess I
a
need to.
subtitle? Like, you know,
Yeah, that's one
Yeah,
episode
before
I want to
you-
see actually. Yeah. So wow, what?
This if I know Sashi, and I don't, but it's I think they'll make this. You know, it's after midnight. These are all adults. They'll go into some juicy talks. I think some real interesting talks will happen. It's like talking about men, or you know, the scandal, or the love ban, or I think they are taking this really seriously, and it's interesting. I would say it's this
Oh,
is
definitely
this is
see
the,
it.
this is the first positive thing coming out of the whole Rippon situation, because this can open the doors for a lot of things. If talked correctly, if they're gonna just make jokes and fun of it, then it's nah. I think that wouldn't be best. But this is actually interesting because, well, you could tell on Michan's face she wasn't happy when Rippon announced it.
Oh, no, he was
And-
pissed.
Sashi still has, you know, also issues, and she's of course now producer, a figure, center of AKB. I think maybe she still has the feeling we need to talk about this because this was a again, this will be in the history books, the Sosenkyu where Rippon announced that she was married or getting married. So
well,
Yeah.
I'll say I want to add on what you said. Like, I really think, I mean, who knows what goes behind the scenes between like members. At least when it came to the Sosenkyu, we don't have any real behind the scenes footage yet. But I'm curious, like, if AKB releases another documentary, which hopefully they will, we'll get to see what I'm about to say. But I really want to see Michan if she confronted Riripon after the Sosenkyu and be like, girl, what's up? Like, you know, why did you do that at this moment? And if that didn't happen, I'm wondering if Michan does still have some choice words, even though it's been a few months, or, well, kind of, almost. Like, you know, will she say something to Riripon, or will they give Riripon a lot of a chance to speak her mind, to explain why she did what she did and how and all that? Or will Riripon, or will they not even mention anything? Because there's always that possibility too. Riripon apologized. She tried to lay this to bed, last week, and then, you know, Sashi, yes, I mean, you know, when you put Sashi, Michan, Riripon together, the only thing I can think of is the band Scandal, and I'm thinking, oh, that name's already taken. But it's like, at the same time, it's like good subunit we could have, but, you know, Riripon's leaving, so never mind about that. But what I would like to see is Sashi kind of lay out the ground rules for the AKB members to come, because I have a feeling that the love band will be discussed, as you're mentioning, but I have a feeling it will be discussed with a more easy approach to it, more like
an adult approach.
an
Yeah.
adult approach. And Riripon kind of, even though she did it in a negative way, she kind of pushed us towards that. You know, she kind of said, well, look, I mean, we're humans and we fall in love just like you. And if that happens, it happens, and you just have to deal with it. Does it mean graduation? Apparently not, because Riripon's still in NMB, even for the time being, still active.
For
is that-
10 more days.
Still, she, you know, she didn't immediately leave, which, you know, for things that have happened in the past, I'm talking, you know, like if we look at what's her name from Team K, the
Yuka Masuda?
Yuka Masada,
Yeah,
and
Yuka
I mean,
Masuda,
she
yeah.
was what? She had a a photo taken of her or whatever, or or no, she spent the night over somebody's house, but it was whatever. Like she got, I mean, it was like instant. It was like, oh, guess what, you're out, and it was just like, and she of course said that she would go out to make the stand, but it was like we're in a different time now. That was how many years ago, Now, instead of Rearpon saying, I'm going to make a stand and say that I should leave because I broke the love band rules, she's like, nah, I'm going to hang out in NMB. I'll just be here for a while, a little more, and it's cool. We're even going to give me a graduation concert.
Yeah, she's now announcing, I'm going to Germany and I'll still be in entertainment. Like, you really have everything planned out, don't you? It's interesting. I hope still for her that she succeeds. Interesting. That's really what I'm saying on Wednesday. So, that's our recommendation, or my recommendation for now for next week. Eventually is All Night Nippon. That's going to be a very important episode, I think.
I hope. I hope somebody out there maybe will sub it for those of us that won't be able to follow along. But I'll say this. I love Rearpon, and even though what she did really hurt, and it was like really kind of crappy and it just overshadowed the entire very crappy Sasenkyo we had this year. I don't know. I want what's best for her. I just hope that it was worth it. I hope this guy was worth it. I hope betraying all of her fans was worth it. You know what I mean? Because it just, most relationships aren't worth it. I don't mean to be so cynical. They're just not. And I hope that when she finds that out, hopefully she doesn't, but when she does, and this guy breaks her heart, I hope that maybe she'll realize what she left was probably not worth leaving for some guy. But then again, I wish her all the best and happiness in life. So
it can always change.
It can always change. You're right.
Okay.
But it won't.
Another thing I want to talk about, because I've been watching this as well. I watched the Kea Bingo episode with special guest Okubo.
Oh, Okubo, yeah. Oh man.
Yes.
So there's more reason now to love or OC, if I'm saying it right, Kumi. It's
Sasaki Kumi.
Sasaki Kumi. It's okay. So the premise of the show was the members had to give a final meal to Okubo, who was in a hospital and dying, and members came out with the meal, and I laughed when Sasaki came out. Apparently, I didn't notice she studied in Germany.
Yep.
For some reason, they're all going to Germany, so it's like. Come a little closer. You're not so far. It's like the next country. Literally the next country. Anyway, this was so funny because she's like, "Oh, this meal is amazing. I'm gonna give you a German breakfast," and I'm looking at it. That's a sandwich. It's like it's bread with sausage and cheese, and it's like. Sandwich. There's nothing special. And she was like, "Oh my god, this tastes amazing." It's like that's the different cultural. I think it's more like they get so happy with a cheese ham sandwich.
Yep.
So weird, but yeah. So I think she knows German as well, so we can communicate better than Japanese. I think when I talk to her, maybe in the future. I don't know. But again, she was shining. I loved it when she was showing up in the episode. But there was another part of the food. It's like someone brought gorgonzola cheese, so it's like smelly. Yeah. But then she put like syrup on it, and the smell went away.
Wasn't it like maple syrup or something like that?
Maple syrup, yeah. So
Canada, baby. Canada.
There you go.
Canada.
Maple syrup. But strong episode, I would say. It's like it showed again the interest of members sharing their favorite food, and again Hiragana Kizaki is doing well. I wonder what Kanji is doing next week to up this. But it's a pretty good episode again, Kea Bingo. Compared to the AK Bingo of this week, I personally thought AK Bingo was a little flat. Too much. With the focus on squats, yeah.
Yeah.
I actually, the only thing I was disappointed at with the AK Bingo this week, and it's a small complaint, but before when they would do battles between teams, they would have like the mics, and then like members would grab the mic and like insult somebody, and I was just I was so waiting. Right, I was waiting for that, and they didn't do it, and I was a little disappointed. But I mean, some of those girls, SK was getting kind of in AKB's face and saying some stuff. Minarun especially was getting really into it. But then they'd come back and attack her, and she's like, "Look, I'm a normal adult for my age, okay?" And she kept saying it, and it's kind of funny.
Yeah,
But-
even Machirin was funny again on the episode. I'm still waiting her for the tweet. It's like she almost has 10,000 followers and she hasn't tweeted once yet.
Yeah, they really focused on her the past X amount of episodes, haven't they? And I actually think that's really cool. Like,
It's a good thing though, because she's actually growing on me. She grew on me, and I really
Oh
like
yeah,
her. Yeah, I really
she's
like
funny.
that.
She is doing jokes like the Japanese style. I remember when she was on Kohaku, the Utagasen battle, when she introduced herself, she was like, "Okay, nice, you're from Taiwan, interesting." But now it's like she has this personality and she looks gorgeous and it's pretty funny.
Mhm.
She's very pretty. I'm just saying because I just
Yeah.
had a
Yeah, when I met her, I mean, she was like radiant. Although I didn't know what to say to her, but like I remember she was very pleasant, very friendly. So
Yeah, hopefully her Sosenkyo next year will be very surprising, I would say. I think if
Yeah.
she keeps it up the way she's going right now, she'll jump from Future Girls, Next Girls, I think even bottom Undergirls or Next Girls, then the middle, right in the middle.
Yeah, next girls, undergirls, that range.
And,
can see it.
and this she did all by herself, I would say.
Yep.
It helps to be on AK Bingo, of course, but the reason she's on AK Bingo because she was so appealing, and people were like, "Oh, yeah, put on more episode because it bring ratings." You know, people watch her, and her showrooms that she does daily are also just very interesting. So, yeah, good on you, Matsuri.
I would like to see a Shogi with her. Like,
Oh,
I don't know,
yeah,
That's
battle.
been a while, man. I missed that show.
Yeah, it's-
I missed that.
me too.
yeah.
But if they did one with her, I was trying to think of who else I would want to be
I
her
guess so,
opponent.
yeah. Who would
Any ideas you think would be a good opponent?
Again,
Kubo
Matsuri.
I
Yeah,
guess
Matsurin, yeah.
Kubo Satone or Yamabe Ayu.
Yeah.
Because like
Yeah.
Machirin is so close with draft 2, like everyone's so close. Like she's basically a D2 at this point. I'm like,
Yeah.
Machirin is a draft 2 now. I'm like,
I would say teammates Oda Erina. Am I saying?
Oh,
that?
they-
Oh.
the Eri. Yeah. I can see that.
I think they would have a very good battle.
I think it'd be cool to see her battle like a senpai though, like somebody that would like really,
Oh, I
she
guess
would have
Yuatan.
to
You couldn't.
I guess Yuatan.
Ukraine, right?
Yukurin.
Like, do you picture that? Anytime Ukraine does shogi, though, it's always funny because all this stuff comes out about her, and her reactions are so good, So we haven't seen one of those in a long time. I hope they bring it back. If they can bring up anything from the past AK Bingos, I'd want it to be that, and of course Muchiburi Dodgeball, because those were like the two funnest things.
Yeah, so
they
I
did.
was expecting actually when I saw the battles for like, oh, they're doing Muteribu dodgeball without the dodgeball, but it felt even flatter than that. But yeah, the dodgeball part is so much for the episode. The startup, even the cheesy lines like I'm out, no, I object. All right, linesman, come here and say
Yeah.
something funny.
Did you miss that, man?
I really miss that. Hopefully,
Yeah, same
I
here.
really want them to bring it back. Maybe
Me too.
one day.
Maybe.
Alright, we're at 54 minutes currently, so we have to fill in a little bit more. Let's do our recommendations for next week. Well, we talked about it already.
Yeah, All Nippon.
I got some.
Go ahead.
Well, as I said last time, I was working on my blog posts, and I finished not one but two. I did my entire trip to Japan this last one, and I also did a top 10 best performances for the Tokyo Idol Festival. Yes, and it is beyond
Yes.
massive.
Oh my god.
it took me an enormous amount of time to write, but I'm very detailed because that's how I am. That's how I am as a person. That's how I am as a writer, especially. But one thing I'd encourage all of you to do is read it, because if you want to know about the rest of the Idol universe, I certainly spent an enormous amount of time in the rest of the Idol universe doing a lot of like underground idol things. The Tokyo Idol Festival too, definitely talk about a lot of the great performances I saw, including some groups that really took me by surprise. And of course, I talk about the AKB groups as well. I also talk about the SKE Handshake that I went to in my massive writing. It's somewhere in there. You'll have to find it. But I also give you detailed accounts of who I met. I only met like Kalten, Churi, and Minarim, but they were extremely fun encounters and made me love SK even more. But just check that out. That's my recommendation, both of those. And give me comments like some of you have been doing already. I really appreciate it. And definitely had a lot of conversations already about it. But I'd love to have a lot more because I took forever to write it, so I'd hope somebody else would appreciate it.
I've been actually reading in parts, and
It was way too massive.
Thank you.
I promise myself I only read it when I'm having a break at work. So it's more like just hit me with an iPad and just going like,
Well, like Chris Safari, like he put up I think like 2 or 3 big posts, and he usually doesn't post big posts, but his have been pretty long. And honestly, I do the same thing. I only read it when I need to like kill time, and it's not out of disrespect to him. It's because I just like to have reading material that I can focus on, and it just passes the time so quickly, And his reads are great, but yeah, I encourage people if you're waiting somewhere, read my stuff because it'll make your time fly by fast. I guarantee it.
Yeah, and then that's again reading in parts sometimes is better because then you're focused on it, and then you can like. It's more interesting. You can feel more the emotion behind the story because you're not only reading words, you're reading like a whole event, a whole lifestyle. And the way you write, Derek, is actually you feel like you're next there. You are over there, and then so
awesome.
it's very interesting. I really like the banter between when you meet members. It's sort of like it feels like the emotion, and again, that's also what. Christopher does, and even Andy on Twitter when he posts
Andy's amazing.
Yeah,
his are unreal.
So I really love those types of styles, and it's long, but don't rush it. Seriously, it's
beautiful girl. Beautiful girl. Yes. Beautiful girl. Okay, you're a beautiful girl. Yay. Unbelievable.
Oh man, Sasuga.
Anyway,
Sasuga.
My recommendation. Anyone else?
One thing though, I really hope because tonight I'm gonna watch after this some WWE SummerSlam. It's gonna be the biggest party of the summer. But in 9 days, so it's definitely recommendation for next week and next week after that. It's gonna be the WIP, the real climax.
Oh yeah.
And again, I'm watching these videos, the WIP climax videos. That wrestling, it's getting intense now. So the moves they set, they're crazy. I'm actually scared for them, for some of the members, because practice them one thing, doing an actual match, a lot of things can go wrong in a match. And I really hope it's gonna be safe, and then the girls will still be perform and not be having like this huge black eye performing. Maybe like later in the day. Oh, we're fine. I'm missing a few teeth. It's gonna be weird to see. But they also been now doing promos, and for those who don't know what promos are in the wrestling term is your talk segments. But then it's what we recently mentioned on AK Bingo when they have grabbed the mic and they like insult each other. It's basically that they're Jurina and Sakura are having like a type of promo battle, and I believe. This show on the 29th, I really hope they stream it, or there will be an episode or like a whole long segment. I want to see the promos. I want to see the whole experience.
Same.
And tickets are expensive, but I think you're gonna get a lot of worth of your money over there. Yo.
Man. Oh yeah.
There's actually a stream I think I saw on Taiwan Clubs that BS Supa is actually gonna stream it there, and the actual date actually. Like, cause I was always in Taiwan Club to get news and stuff, and like the streams, I'm like, why is WIP Climax here? I'm like, then I look at it, I'm like, so they're doing a stream on BS Supa live? I'm like, whoa!
There you go, Robin.
There you go, Robin.
That's some news.
Man.
Oh, we have some news
That's
today.
That's good news.
That's really good news.
Wow.
I'm very excited.
I was actually thinking of calling in. I'm like, yeah, no, I want to watch it when actually gone from work and like no work done. Like just watch it, just like, ooh, that's a good hit.
One word for Taiwan Clubs, people. Otamage.
Otamage.
No, I'm really excited. I just want a full package. I want entrances. I want, the New Japan announcer. Maybe some New Japan pro wrestlers show up as guests. Probably
I'm so hoping. Yeah, I'm so hoping for Kenny Omega to show up actually. So yeah.
that
Oh,
would be interesting. I don't think he will, but
hey,
Ma-
don't say
ma-
it. You never know.
what's the guy? I forget his name every time. The one that did the show with Judina and had a Judina shirt on. You know it, DX.
Taichi? No.
No.
Taichi.
I hope he shows up. Just him. It's
Oh,
would be already fun.
Tanahashi.
No, not Tanahashi. It's
Tanahashi.
it's a guy with short hair, mustache, does the little, always in green, in middle league clothes.
I don't have time to look it up. I know who you mean, but I.
Hopefully he
Yeah,
shows
it's that
up.
guy.
That
Taichi.
guy.
The
That
green
guy.
guy.
Taichi.
The
Something
green
like
guy,
that.
yeah.
That guy.
But just, yeah, I want the whole package. I really believe they put in so much effort. That's why there's no news, because I think they're training right now. They're training their butts off to perform for this, and that's why there's still no announcement for the appreciation concert I really want in September, because I think
Yeah.
Go
I'm
ahead.
actually scared. I'm actually scared for Kauton doing the senton bomb from Akira Tozawa.
Mm. Well, what's again from Naito? Destructo? Destroyer?
Yeah, the Sakta.
Yeah,
The Sakta, yeah.
Juna just learned that one, and that's a pretty good finisher to do there. So her repertoire is getting just insane.
She already had the Rainmaker. So
Yeah, we're gonna see the V trigger, RKO, maybe
How's-
AA.
People's elbow.
How's Shimada doing, by the way? How's Shimada Haruka doing? Because I haven't been following WIP at all. And considering her future and where she may go.
Shimada actually has the toughest battle yet, because there was
Really?
one episode in WIP they brought in a female wrestler from an outside group, and
Uh-huh.
that's
She's
an
wrestling,
actual So there's gonna be a tag team. It's gonna be Shimada Haruka and what was it? It's not Kaotan, right?
I'll take a quick look. Give me some time.
Yeah, so it's definitely Shimada Haruka, but she's facing off against two actual big pro female wrestlers.
I see. I wonder if that's a preparation for her to say, hey, if you can do this for real, you could really be part of this world. If you want to be. And also, again, when I met her, girl's tone, she's definitely not the chunkier girl we remember from years ago, not by a long shot. And I'm sure WIP will see that, right?
By the way, it's Kauton as a partner. So.
Kautan,
That's
okay.
Kautan. Oh, Kautan's gonna get
Amazing.
destroyed. Well, how many matches? It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 matches, 9 matches, I believe. So it's
Yeah.
Sounds awesome.
it's. I know you're not a wrestling fan, Derek, but
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Give me the link. I'm watching it so we can talk about it. Sounds awesome.
that's really interesting, and I'm
Oh, yeah,
just
Skype,
hoping it
yeah.
will be perfect. Just maybe some
Oh,
more
yeah.
in the future, instead of
Oh.
once in a while.
By the way, seeing the Sky Perfect TV, yeah, I think this is going to be streamed. Sky Perfect.
Nice.
Ooh.
Send those links when you
Yes,
can.
All right, well, that's my recommendation for coming up in the
Awesome
next 2
recommendation.
weeks.
DX, yeah, yo.
No, has been said already. So.
Oh, sorry. My brain's.
Don't
I
worry.
told you I lost all my power, so.
Don't worry.
Yeah, it's almost the end of the show anyway.
All because of Kojima Natsuki.
Wow.
That one break moment. Well, okay then. I think we're done then for this week.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
So bad, we did it.
Yeah.
Good.
It's fine.
But-
We always find a way. It's more like I need stuff to happen. It's.
Yeah, I know.
I've been busy with work, so normally I'm always on showrooms or checking stuff out in the background. But I've been working so a lot, and to be honest, watching the Korean TV show Running Man is also a lot on my mind. So that's I'm a little bit cheating, and then I'm hoping that the big news will come up. But sometimes that
Well,
happens.
somebody's going to Japan here real soon, so I
Yeah.
understand if your mind's elsewhere, my man.
Exactly.
So
18 days.
I know it's coming up
wow,
soon. What-
soon, man.
You're killing me here, man.
I'm actually every day I'm checking out the ticket center, and it's like, can I apply yet? Can I apply for an event? And right now the NMB event that's happening in September, like their concert tour, it's only available for the mobile members. So I'm waiting till it's overseas or something, and maybe small chance. Tickets are what 8,700 yen. So
Yeah, they're pretty up there. Yeah.
hey,
Robin, I mean, at the very, very, very least, when you're in Akihabara, there are plenty of shows you'll be able to see where you can just stand in the the main theater area in front of the doors. I did that once, and honestly, it was a blast. It was fun.
Same here.
And when every time they open up those doors and somebody comes out, that bass hits you so hard that you feel like you're right in there. So, and it happens a lot because people go in and out all the time.
Exactly.
So
and maybe
you'll be alright.
maybe I'll be so lucky they see me and they're like, oh, you're Rage Body from 48 Talk. Here, have my ticket. I don't care.
If only they could just
If
give away
only.
tickets.
If
Yeah.
I could dream.
Yeah, there's
They're
names.
they're pretty strict
If
on that.
only. I would have already been in there plenty of times.
Yeah,
but
it doesn't
yeah,
work.
it-
It's on name, right? So.
Yep.
Yeah,
They might just give it
name.
to you though, because you are Rage Bally. So I mean, you never know. They might just take pity on you. Because I know how you are at shows, because I've seen you personally at shows that you really get into it. So even if you're standing there, I have a feeling you're going to be really getting into it. And they're going to be like, just let this guy in already. My God.
Maybe they're like just
Yeah,
go
come on.
in.
It's all right. Don't worry. Come on.
Hopefully.
Speaking of that, the
Oh.
first time I actually watched in the theater was Irie's graduation concert, and it was so sad.
Oh.
You mean when you were in the outside area, right?
Yeah, I actually watched. I'm like,
Mm.
why am I trying to kill myself right now?
Actually, I was at Uchida Mayumi's graduation concert.
Oh my God, were
graduation.
you?
I was there. I actually have a picture of it.
Have you
I
ever
don't-
been to Iwa? Have you ever been to her restaurant?
One time with a Japanese lady friend. But
Did you get to meet Uchida?
I got to meet Uchida herself, but none of the other members yet because they weren't working there yet. So
I was gonna say you should have told her. Did you tell her like you were at her graduation?
I did tell her she was happy, but I was in the lobby, so
Hmm.
it wasn't that special for me. So I was just in the lobby. So
Well, speaking of that, about the restaurant, now you have Nishino Miki, of course, still working
yeah,
there.
I know.
Yes.
What was it? Nagisa? No, not Nagisa. Moe. Is it Nagisa Moe?
I got some away.
Agasa Moe. And Okada Aika, I believe.
Yeah. A
It's
couple
getting
new
fuller.
members now.
Yeah.
Hashimoto Hikari as well, by the way.
Pretty awesome.
It's like they're all
I'm-
a separate unit.
Hmm.
I'm just
Yeah?
saying I had the best experience in Iwa because I was shouting to Nishino Miki and she was shouting back. So we were like shouting to each other. So I'm like, hell yeah!
When she waited on me, it was like one of those crazy surreal moments. But then watching her start dancing when because they were doing the live stream and like she was just getting into the dance and we all like everybody just stopped and was like, oh my God, it's Nishino Miki. Like I just realized he was waiting on me and Uchida is just standing there like, I'm so smart with my business plan because all you suckers are paying all this money to watch this.
And by the way, she signed with a new agency, so
Yep.
she's still
Congrats.
going into entertainment. Good,
Yep.
Good job,
for her.
Nishino.
Good job.
Yes,
Good job.
good job.
All right, with that though, thank you for watching this week's episode of 48 Talk, and we'll see you next time. Still, happy birthday, Derek. Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Take it away.
Kimi da, kimi da. Woo!